Hello, welcome in my lovelies. Travis here, Magic players. Yo. We're here with Glittering Emrakul. Oh baby. And we're in the tournament. We're in a tournament actually. We're in a two-man or two-player rather. So we're gonna see how this goes. I can guarantee you it's gonna be. I can't guarantee it's gonna be fun actually. I can't make any guarantees about anything. Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. So we can Izzet Charm that Arbor Elf, which I'm kind of tempted to do to buy the most time. No, actually, I would rather Glittering Wish for a Fire Spout, perhaps. We've got a lot of options. So we can Glittering Wish for a Fire Spout, maybe, or we could Glittering Wish for an Ultimatum, or we could Glittering Wish for another Wargate. I'm going to go ahead and play a Glittering Wish. This much I know. Use this ability. So we've got Wargate coming off. There's also Jund Charm, but I think I prefer Fire Spout. I'm going to get Fire Spout. It telegraphs what we're doing, but it is also going to slow the opponent down. We don't even have to play Fire Spout if we don't want to. It will give us more time for Lotus Bloom to come off and eventually cast our Nurse It. Yeah, so if the opponent does nothing, awesome. Even better. Okay, there's another Arbor Elf. There's a Faithless Looting. So we could spout, we could not spout. We're gonna have to spout at some point anyways. I kind of want to just wait. Maybe I'm totally wrong for doing this. But we have more time to develop. We can let Lotus Bloom come off. We can Glittering Wish. Azuri. Are we going to get hit with Azuri? Oh no. Oh, we can Izzet Charm this. If it's a spell. I'm hoping it's a Planeswalker that we can Izzet Charm. Oh, if it's Azuri, we can also Izzet Charm it. Suspense is killing me. What is it? Primal Command. Yeah, counter that. Counter that one for sure. And then I guess now's a good time to Fire Spout. Perhaps should have done this earlier so that we could get Narset into play on this turn. But, I mean, sometimes I like to wait. It doesn't always pan out. So let's just go ahead and clear these things off. And ship the turn. So we've got Glittering Wish and we can get Supreme Verdict. We can also just play a Narset, or we're a mana away from casting a Eternal Witness. Okay. Returning a Primal Command. So we definitely just want to get Narset down. Red, white, blue, Narset. She's in play. Your move. So at this point, we don't care so much about Primal Command because we're on the brink of victory here. Oh, is there a card that we can Glittering Wish? A multicolor card that puts a card from your hand on top of your deck? Because I would like to have that. Tell me in the comments. We want a card that we Glittering Wish for, and then we can play it, and it puts Omniscience on top of our deck. What is that card? Okay, let's see what the opponent's got here. Primal Command is okay. Target player gains 7 life, search for a creature card. Very strange. See if they get like a Woodland Bellower or a Primeval Titan or something like that. It seems like Primeval Titan, okay. It seems like we're going to get 2 attacks out of this Narset. However, there's an Emrakul. I think it's worth playing Faithless Looting right now because if we draw Goryo's Vengeance, then Well, if we draw a Goryo's Vengeance, we can. Well, it looks like we've got a turn next turn, anyways. I forgot to say, come on, Lexac. But we Lexacked anyways. Omniscience. Omniscience. Wargate. Get a Lotus Bloom. We've got too much mana. Wargate. Get a Lotus Bloom. I love slow rolling I love slow rolling the Omniscience. We want to get as much info as we can. Instead, I want to cast Cruel Ultimatums. This deck's unbelievable. This deck is unbelievable. Cruel Ultimatum. Have you seen enough? Have you seen enough yet? Faithless Looting. Slow roll as much as possible. Don't need another Wargate. Don't need a Pentad Prism. Is it Charm? Draw 2, discard 2. There's another Emrakul. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Brilliant Ultimatum. For another Brilliant Ultimatum. It's a deal. It's a deal. This deck is unbelievable. Oh my god. Choose this one. Cast this card. We bricked. We're running out. I mean, of course, we've got 2 Emrakuls. The opponent doesn't know that. Pentad Prism. Faithless Looting. Choose pile. It doesn't matter. Because I'm going to do this. Draw 2. There's another Glittering Wish. Awesome. Pitch Omniscience. Pitch Nurset. Cast Glittering Wish. This deck is, oh baby, I'm in love. I know I say that. I know you hear me say that sometimes, but that's just the goddamn truth, man. Red, we're going to use some Faithless Lootings. We have so many Emrakuls. A Lotus Bloom again for another Faithless Looting. Alright, at this point we've got to play Emrakuls. I screwed up though, because we could have discarded Emrakuls to shuffle Cruel Ultimatums into our deck. Okay. Okay. And the opponent says, I've seen enough, man. I haven't seen enough. No sideboarding. Sideboarding's for noobs. Although maybe we want one of the sweepers in our deck, but I stand by my previous statement. Okay, we're back, and this hand is acceptable. It's an acceptable hand. Utopia Sprawl. There's a Lotus Bloom, okay. So, at the very least, we should be able to Brilliant Ultimatum on turn 4. Not necessarily if the opponent hits us with, yeah, I mean with Primal Command. They've got a very good fast hand, so we might just get annihilated. So we could play Pentad Prism. I think that seems better than playing a tap to Vivid Craig, but Vivid Craig. Have you met my friend Craig? Okay, are we going to get Harmonize is fine. As long as it doesn't actually advance the opponent's board, then it's a deal. Alright, Arbor Elf. So they're going to have lots and lots of mana next turn. Yeah, they're going to have all the mana, so there's a good chance that we get Host. There's Glittering Wish. We can Glittering Wish for Is It Charm. I would like to Glittering Wish for Fire Spout, but unfortunately our buddy Craig here, I'm going to Glittering Wish. We don't want to get Primal Commanded is the main thing. I'm going to Glittering Wish. And I think that I like Supreme Verdict because it can destroy Primeval Titan. So we're just hoping they don't have Primal Command. Or Genesis Wave, I guess. Another Harmonize is fine. Again, we might just be able to win off Brilliant Ultimatum. Oh god, that's a lot of mana. But who needs mana when you have Omniscience? 3, 6, 7, 8. Wow, actually, if I had Wargated, I think we could just play Omniscience on the next turn. If I had used a Pentad, we would have 6, 7, 8. We would, actually. Wow, I fucked up. I hadn't considered, Garrick, I hadn't considered that we could just get to 10 mana naturally. So I misplayed, but it may or may not matter because of what the opponent is currently doing. We might get Primal Commanded. Overgrowth on a Forest. Yeah, wow, that's fascinating. We would have had the mana to Omniscience. Right now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could Supreme Verdict. I mean, I think we're at the point where we just need to cast Brilliant Ultimatum and hope and say, hey, we learned something. You know, we didn't play it perfect. We didn't play it perfect, but we learned something. Right. Brilliant Ultimatum. Well, we hit Emrakul, so that's going to help out a whole lot. That certainly helps. The Supreme Verdict looks pretty bad. Man, I would have loved to end it with just casting, choose this one to play for free. That's probably going to be enough to win, I would bet. Taking an extra turn. So what happens? Are we supposed to attack the Garrick? What's the rule? There's another Brilliant Ultimatum, which we can cast on the next turn. I'm going to attack the Garrick. So what happens if they sacrifice Garrick? It seems like we really want to go after it anyways. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can keep a few things. Interesting. And yeah, so there's no damage. Arguably I shouldn't have done that. So we can Supreme Verdict here. But I like white, blue, green, Wargate for Lotus Bloom. See if the opponent can survive. So from the tournament, from just for fun to tournament practice to tournament play, this deck is surprisingly good. Not that this is a tier 1 thing, but this deck is extremely sweet. It is extremely sweet. Oh, also, we're not necessarily going to win, although I don't know how the opponent's going to get out of this. They do have 7 cards, so maybe they can combo off somehow. But we're going to be able to attack, and we're going to be able to play Brilliant Ultimatum again. So I like our chances. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or we can draw a land. Let's see if we would have drawn a land so we could cast Omniscience. Oh, well. Honestly, I'm slightly sour about that, even though this was a 3-0 61 card deck that, yeah. So basically just sell everything, liquidate the college fund, liquidate your savings retirement account, and buy this deck. It's necessary. It is 10 out of 10 sweet. Would do again, will do again. I am speechless, so leave a comment. And again, if you want to know how to build sweet decks, check out my ebook. If you want to be part of the Magic for Good community, click the links. Click all the links below. Call your friends and family. Love y'all. Love you. and see you tomorrow.